This just in, the internet is just a terrible place. Who would have thought? Anyway, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be doing a bit of a different video. I'm going to be calling out a bunch of PlayStation fanboys. And keep in mind, these are just a bunch of randos on the internet who worship a plastic box made by a company that doesn't even know that they exist. And it's just so sad what they're saying in response to the announcement from Insomniac Games and PlayStation that Marvel Spider-Man 2 is coming to PC. These people were just coping, and it's a large, mass amount of cope. And they were just crying that the fact that their little exclusive is going to PC. Honestly, I cannot understand the concept of being upset about a game that you really enjoyed is now going to be accessible to pretty much almost the rest of the world who has a PC, and they're going to be able to play it and enjoy it. You know, a lot of PC players are probably PlayStation fans or fans of PlayStation games or whatever, and they've always wanted to know what it was like to play a game that they don't have, the console for. The fact that this is happening, and even faster than the first game, because it took about 4 years for the first game to come to PC, this one is going to be taking about only a span of 15 months. And I say 15 months because we already hit a year anniversary about a few days ago. And by the time January 30th rolls around, which is when Spider-Man 2 comes out, we already hit 15 months. So that is fast. And we're getting closer and closer to date release. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at what some of these fanboys had to say. Now, I bookmarked a lot of these comments, and that's why you see my Twitter feed here. But these are my bookmarks, so that way I can just read to you. Starts off with the announcement here. And then I picked some of the comments from that, Twitter thread right there. And I have them right here. So the first one starts off with, no way y'all worked on the PC version while 11 million PS users waited on one effing DLC. Just cancel SM3 at the moment or whatever. Stop. I feel like a lot of these people who want DLC content, I feel like they think that they're owed something. Of course, I can understand to a certain degree that maybe DLC will come out, just like the first game we got DLC for it. But at the same time, their reaction is just simply uncalled for and just not justified. I can understand to a degree as well at being upset, but responding this way, it just kind of makes you look like a total clown, honestly. So this person had a good comment to say. Bendar Hub says, I'm so glad I did not buy the game. I mean, what is the point of buying games day one on PlayStation since it's coming to PC in a year's time? And it's true, a year is not really that much of a long wait. And honestly, you don't really have to be much of a gamer. If not, you don't really have to play every single game that comes out brand new day one, just because it's brand new and everybody else is playing it. If you have the patience, then good on you, and good on this individual for having the patience. So this is not an L tweet, this is actually a W tweet. So this one says, PlayStation game size. He says, responding to Insomniac, no DLC, just PC port, rare L Insomniac. Like seriously, a rare L? Like you are worshiping a company that doesn't even know you exist. And you think this is an L for them? It's actually a win, if anything, for, Insomniac Games and PlayStation, because one, they're a company. Two, they care about the bottom line. And what is that bottom line, you may ask? Well, the bottom line is they want to make more money. Like, come on, don't be an idiot. Anyway, I can't believe I'm reading all this buffoonery just for your entertainment. This is exactly what I do. This is what I'm talking about. When I see things like this, I gotta call it out. So anyway, EverTroll thinks that he got Insomniac by saying this: you dropped this. And this is from a tweet from Insomniac Games from about maybe 6 years ago or so. And it says, it will never appear on Xbox or PC. It's a permanent PS4 exclusive publisher by Sony Interactive Entertainment. The reason why he's posting this is because he's completely offended by the fact that Insomniac Games lied. I can understand that at the time, Insomniac Games was not a PlayStation property. PlayStation hadn't purchased Insomniac Games at this time. Fast forward to about 6 years or so later, he recalls this tweet. Remember, things change. Businesses acquire other businesses. Businesses make decisions that are pretty much, at the business's interests, and it's for the best. They're there to make money. They don't care about your opinions. They don't care how you feel about the fact that your favorite exclusives are going into other platforms. They're there to make money. And you dropped this tweet reminding them that, hey, you said that it was never going to happen, as if it's a bad thing that it's coming to other platforms. If anything, I would want people to have access to the games that I like. If you have a problem with people playing games that you like, then you're simply retarded and you got problems that you need to work out. Here's another one by Enric. Think before posting. And it's the same exact thing as this idiot posted. Anyway, the next one. So much for the PS5 exclusive, huh? Shaking my head. Actually, you know what, Sharon Paul? I would actually argue that PlayStation 5, at least, doesn't have many exclusives. Right now, at this moment of recording this video, PlayStation 5 only has 15 exclusives, and soon it's going to be 14 exclusives because of Spider-Man 2. So much for your exclusives to your little plastic toy box. Anyway, the next tweet says here, this sucks. Sony usually doesn't put games on PC until all DLC has dropped. This means Spider-Man 2 won't be getting any DLC. We need DLC. If you haven't heard the news, Bozo, they fully confirmed that Spider-Man 2 will not be getting a DLC. Sorry to disappoint, but you know, you need to lower your expectations. Honestly, I wasn't surprised when they announced that no DLC was going to be dropping for Spider-Man 2, because after the hacks and after everything that's been going on with Insomnia Games and everything, and also this game being inferior story-wise, I'm not surprised whatsoever. Moving on, let's go. Bro, Spider-Man 2 just got announced for PC. That's an L. Why is that an L? Is it really an L that PlayStation and Insomnia Games has an opportunity to make more money because it's going to be available on another platform where millions, if not almost a billion people maybe, have access to PCs? You realize that Sony doesn't give a shit about your opinion, right? That's an opportunity to make a lot of money. And that's what Sony cares about. That's the bottom line. Bro, you are an idiot. This is from J-Dub, a terrible PlayStation shill. He says, prepare for Spider-Man 2 PC Stutter Edition, stutter. People have this argument that consoles are better because they never experience any bugs or they don't really stutter. When in fact, when Spider-Man 2 got released, it was released with a lot of bugs, a lot of stutters, a lot of glitches, characters, you know, glitching everywhere, jumping around and everything, falling through the open world of the map, you know, and it's been a total mess. Now, I'm not saying that PC games never crash. That's not true. Like that does happen, but so far from Nixus, who actually does the ports for these games, like Spider-Man and some other ones from Insomnia Games, is a phenomenal port developer. They do an amazing job. Have there been bugs? A little bit, but not really, because they're a phenomenal port developer company. So again, I don't know exactly where this guy J-Dub is getting at, but he sounds like a total moron. Anyway, you'd love to see this guy. Horizon Zero Omega, total loser, this guy. Says these four traders of PlayStation are rapists, liars, deceivers, hustlers. They're playing PlayStation gamers, taking advantage of our goodwill, trying to break down the exclusive proprietary PS ecosystem for PC rapists. The dark web will deal with these traders. Oshida, Totoki, Jim Herman. Now, this guy could be a troll for all I know, but again, like, the things that he's spouting out is ridiculous. This guy really does soak the chode of Sony PlayStation. How can you say something like that? Like, I understand, you know, I don't like Jim Ryan, but at the end of the day, these people are businessmen and they're here to make money. So get real, man. And lastly, looking at PlayStation execs right now, the ones who sold us out to PC, the ones embracing gas, destroying PlayStation Network for PC, Jim Sean, Yoshida Hiroki, Herman, few other trader, Corey Barlog, many seen in visions when you least expect and collateral damage is expect to. LMAO. I don't know what's wrong with people, but you can't just sit there and type these things like thinking that Sony PlayStation has your back. Why do you feel betrayed? They're a business here to sell you a product. And just because you're loyal to this business, and just because you buy their products, and just because you're probably concerned with their financial situation or whatever, doesn't mean that they care about you. Doesn't mean that they even know that you exist. They don't. Like, when are you idiots are going to understand that this is they really care about the bottom line, and that's to make more money, because if they make more money, they stay in business. The fact that people are viewing this as an L is beyond me. It just boggles my mind. Anyway, this is ridiculous. Let me know what your thoughts are, and if you're going to be getting Marvel Spider-Man 2 on PC, have you put it to wish list? Let me know. Even if you don't have a PlayStation, are you going to be buying this game? Despite the fact, like, some of the things that you might have heard about this game, are you still going to play it because you're curious or you're excited to be able to play Spider-Man games on PC? Let me know, whatever it is. Comment down below with your thoughts and questions and whatever. Like this video, comment down below as always. Thanks for watching. Dislike the video if you did. And as always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.